Testing, testing. Hopefully that worked. I don't know if it did or not. We'll see what happens. Might not be coming from. We'll see what happens. Bring it back in, everybody. Bring it back in. Loud and clear. So we'll see what happens when MJ comes on, because it could be coming from her backup computer too. So that could be a thing. But hopefully it was just the broadcast and I just need to reset it. I just got back from Missouri, Dawn, today in my car. Yay. Sounds good. Good. So I sent the link. I think I sent the link. I sent the link. I sent the link. So hopefully MJ will be in here in a moment. Could have been coming from her end. I don't know. I restarted and everything in my computer, so there's nothing else I can do about it. If it's crunchy, I guess we're just going to sound like we underwater. I don't know what we would ever do if we didn't have a technical difficulty in the beginning of all of our shows. I really don't. So hopefully everybody just pops back in here. We had like 10 people in here. That was dope as fuck. Oh, 5. All right. So she's back. Let's get you into the, enter into the stream, whatever. Hopefully we got it all taken care of. I don't think you have crunchy sounds underwater. Well, it's a little bit of both. It was like we were like swimming and anyways, it's a thing. You're coming in, or what's up, Matt Harley? Long time no see. Are you coming into the studio or into the stream, or are you just gonna hang out outside of the stream? I can't hear you, hon. Come on in. So, okay. Now we're going. Mute one ear. Yeah. All right. Are we good now? I think we might be good. What in the world? You can't even pre-prepare for this show. I swear to God.
So on my phone, I can't let myself into the studio from my phone, and my computer wasn't up yet.
Loading.
That's why I couldn't let myself into the studio. And then you're like, I can't hear you.
I was like, I can't hear what's going on.
Like, I'll get there. I'll be there in a minute. Don't worry. Freaking crazy.
So yeah, back we were talking about TikTok and it's garbage. It's just garbage. This is all social media is garbage. I know we're on social media. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, twitch.tv/Cannabis Closet 420. We're also on Instagram and TikTok, of course. Of course we are. And our podcast plays on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and a bunch of others too. But yeah, so we have
the ones you know.
The ones you know. So yeah, we're just gonna do a little pinner today. Of course, we have to hustle anytime that we do a show because something's gonna go wrong. And we were pre-prepared. We had this all set up. We were good. And then it did what it did. One day we're going to hire sound people and go on tour. You know what? Excuse me.
Like, we'll just have technical difficulties. We'll be like, who wants to come up and fix our stuff today? Yeah. It'll just be a part of our show.
Our goal for anybody who doesn't know is to travel next year as this podcast. Travel to all of the conventions, travel and do talks and seminars and stuff like that. We want to travel. We want to travel into your state and do. Oh, I hear it coming back.
Educate.
And do something similar to what we did in Missouri with the Communities of Color event. We would love to do that. So that's our goals right now. You can help us obtain those goals. If you or somebody needs some cannabis consulting, they can contact customer service CQLLC at gmail.com, 970-426-5985. Hit us up. We show up. We are virtual too. I mean, we could do virtual work for sure. Everybody can. But we show up. We're hands-on. We'll train your staff. We'll hire your staff. We'll run your store until we hire your staff. Like, we're pretty well-rounded group. Marketing, sales, etc., etc. So I am exhausted.
Do you want to tell everyone why you're exhausted, or do we just want to leave it at?
I had tickets on Wednesday. I don't know why it's doing that.
So the cord thing, like, you know.
Nah, dude, this thing is in the same space it was in when I left. And it happens whether I have my mic on or off. So, apologies for the crunchiness.
Your new Apple, right?
It's, yeah. It wasn't. Anyway. That's bothersome. So, I was in Missouri. It's going to be crunchy, guys. I'm sorry. Apparently, I'm just going to have bad luck. I had tickets to go to Missouri on Wednesday. They canceled my flight. They rebooked me. There's no crumbs in this mic. I don't eat around. I mean, I don't eat that close to it. I just unplug it. Okay. If you have headphones in, turn them down.
So now I can't hear you at all.
It's because it muted me.
Oh.
But it's in my, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's coming from like reception from your end too. One of your mics is not muted. And I don't know if that makes a difference when you're not on screen. I'm not on the mic anymore though, and it's not even a mic issue. It's a computer issue at this point. Well, somebody's connection is fucked up. Anyways, so I went to Missouri. I'm gonna tell a story anyway. I went to Missouri. I was supposed to fly out at like 6 a.m. on Wednesday. They canceled my flight. They rescheduled me for 7 a.m. They were like, we can't put you on first class. And I was like, whatever, just check my luggage for free. I don't give a shit. She was like, okay. So put me on 7 a.m. flight. That flight got delayed until 10:15, which made me miss my connection. They put me on another flight. Wasn't guaranteed that it was going to go out on time. It was going to put me in St. Louis at like 10:15. I was thinking this whole time it was like a 12-hour drive, right? Because last time I drove it, last time we did it from Denver. And so I thought it was 16 hours and 45 minutes. That's how long the drive was. And I did it.
You did it. You did it.
I did it.
On the way there. Did it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was longer too. You took a long
And so I went to visit a friend. I didn't really tell a whole lot of people I was in town. So I apologize, friends who did not know I was there. I went to visit a friend and to hang out, and then I had to drive back on Sunday through Kansas. If y'all have never driven through Kansas, not recommended.
Try not to do it ever if you have not
ever. I'll probably do it again more than once in my lifetime. But it was okay. So just so you know,
tours like, okay, what states do you go to?
I know, but then it takes much longer, right?
Is it the toss up of time versus?
Is it? And is it the toss up between whether or not you can get a felony or not. So I like drove the speed limit all the way through Kansas, like dead on. Won't fuck around in Kansas. And that is over 6 hours of my trip was through Kansas.
Ugh, so awful.
It was awful. It was worth it when I think about, like, I had a good time. I enjoyed the time that I spent with my friend, but it was awful. Oh my God. I feel like I want to try to get on here on another computer, but I don't know if it will work. This is driving me crazy. As much as it's driving y'all crazy, trust that it's driving me crazy too. I know it was horrible. It was horrible. The experience was worth it, but the drive was horrible both ways too.
It's better if you have a friend with you.
Agreed.
We've done it. You and I have done it. It's not so bad when you do have some. I mean, I did it twice when I moved to Colorado from Florida. I moved out like half my stuff at one time, and then moved it the second half out like 6 months later. And then, you know, I'm always going back to Florida, but we drove it 3 times last year.
Yeah, it is not okay. I was mad driving through there. I was mad. I was like, why do people, first of all, why do people live here? And second of all, why is cannabis illegal here? What a waste of land. There's so much flat land. And it's illegal to grow cannabis on it.
Exactly. It blows my mind. I wonder, I don't even know what's wrong with Kansas.
I went through Kansas City to get into Kansas. It was horrible. It was worse on the way back. It was worse on the way back. Yeah, play that video. Yeah, since we are. Hey, Dawn, do you have the marketing info on this MoCan BizCon? If you don't, I will send it to you because there's booth space and tickets still available August 11th and 12th. MoCanBizCon.com.
I did see a post from Corinne saying that they had, attendance. I didn't look like she was things were starting to fill up maybe, and so get your tickets, join.
We're gonna be there. Well, we're sort of gonna be there.
The Closet's gonna be broadcasting. I will not be live.
It's coming from both of us again. So I want to say that it might be not my connection necessarily, but I can't guarantee that.
But because it was happening on your phone too, you switched over to your phone, right?
Mm-hmm. And it started happening. It was really clear for a very long time. Oh, Florbert is going to be at the Midwest Canna Expo. So definitely get your tickets because you can do a virtual patient track there too. Looks like. Definitely check it out. I don't know where the cord for this computer is, so I can't even check it.
We're not available to get into the show or drive in or attend. They are making a lot of the content available.
I like that we sound like robots. Listen, I know it's only been like 15 minutes, but I feel like this is gonna drive me too crazy. So this is our 15 minutes of fame until we figure it out. Because I don't want to do this anymore. Actually, I'm super tired and aggravated. I drove 18 hours in 2 days, and
it's a sign.
This sound is driving me crazy. I feel like it might be on your connection because you're in the little can't scamp. I don't know for sure, but I don't really care at this point. So we're gonna try to reschedule this. We might come back on Wednesday, not at the same time though, because I have some appointments and stuff. But we didn't want to leave you guys hanging today, and we appreciate y'all coming through. We do have a special guest coming through very soon. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to pick up a very special guest. So we'll definitely announce that, and we'll do some middle shows or something, and we'll get the sound figured out. In the meantime, you guys have a wonderful day. Be nice to yourselves. Do all the self-love things that you need, and don't feel like that's selfish. That's good kind of selfish. Do that kind of selfish stuff, because the world needs you to love yourself. Yeah. So be nice to yourself.
Cultivate that love.
And stay lifted. And we'll see you next time with maybe less technical difficulties, but at least one. All right. Peace out, you guys.